As we age, the relationship between food and health becomes more intimate and more important. When we're young, our bodies often act like a buffer. We bounce back from poor food choices, recover quickly from inflammation, and hardly notice the occasional digestive issue or energy slump. But after the age of 50, things start to change, sometimes slowly, sometimes dramatically. Our metabolism slows down, muscle mass gradually decreases, inflammation becomes more persistent, and the gut lining becomes more sensitive. On top of that, blood vessels begin to stiffen, insulin sensitivity drops, and even small changes in our diet can have a bigger impact on our overall well-being. This means that the food we eat no longer just satisfies our hunger. It either supports our body's ability to heal, function, and thrive, or it slowly works against us. Most of us are taught that vegetables are always healthy, and in many cases, that's true. Vegetables are packed with essential nutrients, antioxidants, fiber, and hydration. But here's the truth that often goes unspoken. Not all vegetables are suitable for everyone, especially as we age. Some vegetables that are commonly eaten in South Asian, Western, and global cuisines might carry compounds that interact negatively with a body that's already dealing with age-related inflammation, reduced digestive strength, and slower cellular repair. These effects may not be dramatic or immediate, but over weeks, months, and years, they can add up, quietly undermining your strength, mental clarity, and ability to enjoy life fully. In this video, we're going to explore 3 vegetables that may be secretly harming your health after the age of 50. Green bell peppers, white potatoes, and eggplant. Green bell peppers, crisp, colorful, and seemingly innocent, are a staple in salads, stir-fries, curries, and even raw snack platters. But what if we told you that this common vegetable may not be as harmless as it seems, especially after the age of 50? While bell peppers are often praised for their vitamin C content and low calories, the green variety in particular carries unique compounds that may silently undermine your digestive health, trigger inflammation, and worsen joint pain as you age. We'll explore why green bell peppers might not belong on your plate after 50, what risks they carry for older adults, and, most importantly, what healthier, more nourishing alternatives you can enjoy instead. Let's begin with a fact that surprises many people. Green bell peppers are simply unripe bell peppers. They're picked early before they turn red, yellow, or orange. While this might seem like a minor detail, it plays a huge role in how they affect your body, especially after age 50, when digestive health, inflammation control, and nutrient absorption become more fragile. Green bell peppers belong to the nightshade family, a group of plants that also includes eggplant, tomatoes, and white potatoes. These vegetables naturally produce lectins, which are defensive proteins that plants use to deter pests. While these compounds are harmless in small quantities for most people, lectins can be highly irritating to the human digestive system, particularly in older adults or individuals with sensitive guts. Lectins bind to the lining of the small intestine, disrupting nutrient absorption and contributing to conditions like leaky gut syndrome, where the intestinal barrier becomes more permeable. This can allow toxins and undigested food particles to enter the bloodstream, causing chronic low-grade inflammation, food sensitivities, and even autoimmune flare-ups. If you're over 50 and experiencing symptoms like bloating, gas, joint pain, brain fog, or fatigue, green bell peppers could be a hidden culprit. Because green bell peppers are harvested before they're fully ripe, they have a thicker, waxier skin and higher levels of chlorophyll, which make them harder for your digestive system to break down. As we age, stomach acid levels naturally decrease, which slows digestion and increases the risk of indigestion or reflux. If you frequently feel uncomfortable after eating salads or stir-fries with raw or lightly cooked green bell peppers, your body might be trying to tell you something. For many people over 50, inflammation becomes a quiet, ongoing threat, whether it's in the joints, the gut, or even the brain. Green bell peppers, due to their nightshade composition, have been linked anecdotally to increased arthritis flare-ups, joint stiffness, and swelling, particularly in individuals with rheumatoid arthritis or osteoarthritis. While the scientific evidence is still evolving, Thousands of people report significant symptom relief after cutting nightshades, especially green peppers, from their diets. Many people believe they're getting a ton of nutrients from green bell peppers, but here's the truth. Green peppers have fewer antioxidants and vitamins than their red, yellow, or orange counterparts. Red bell peppers, for example, contain twice the vitamin C and 9 times the beta-carotene of green ones. So if you're eating green bell peppers for health reasons, you're simply not getting the best nutritional bang for your bite. The good news is that you don't have to give up flavor, texture, or variety when you eliminate green bell peppers from your diet. Here are some superior, age-friendly alternatives that support your body instead of sabotaging it. Yes, all bell peppers are part of the nightshade family, but red, yellow, and orange peppers are fully ripe, making them lower in lectins and easier to digest than their green counterparts. They are also significantly higher in antioxidants like beta-carotene, vitamin C, and lycopene, all of which help fight oxidative stress, reduce inflammation, and support collagen production for healthy skin, joints, and blood vessels. Bonus: red peppers contain capsanthin, a powerful antioxidant that supports eye health and may help reduce age-related macular degeneration. Broccoli is a cruciferous vegetable, not a nightshade, and it brings a powerful punch of health benefits. It's rich in sulforaphane, a compound shown to help detoxify the liver, reduce inflammation, and prevent cancer. It's also packed with fiber, which supports digestion, vitamin K for strong bones, and vitamin C for immune health. Lightly steamed or roasted broccoli florets can easily replace bell peppers in stir-fries, pasta dishes, and omelets. Carrots offer sweetness, crunch, and vibrant color, just like bell peppers, but without the inflammation risk. They're rich in beta-carotene, which supports vision, skin health, and the immune system, and they are naturally anti-inflammatory. They also contain fiber that helps regulate digestion and potassium, which supports healthy blood pressure. Zucchini is another excellent alternative to green peppers. It's easy to digest, low in calories, and non-inflammatory. It contains vitamin A, magnesium, and antioxidants that protect aging cells and support heart health. You can slice it into stir-fries, roast it with herbs, or even spiralize it into low-carb pasta. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard are nutritional powerhouses. They're full of folate, magnesium, iron, and vitamin K, nutrients that support bone density, memory, and circulation. They're also excellent for gut health and help reduce systemic inflammation. Sautéed greens can easily fill the space green peppers would in soups, rice dishes, or wraps. As you move into your 50s and beyond, the way your body responds to food starts to shift. You may become more sensitive to things that once seemed harmless. That's why it's important to reevaluate your healthy food choices, including everyday staples like green bell peppers. If you've been experiencing bloating, fatigue, joint pain, or brain fog, try removing green bell peppers from your diet for 3 to 4 weeks and see if you feel a difference. Many people are surprised to discover that such a small change can lead to significant improvements in digestion, energy, and overall well-being. By swapping green peppers for more colorful bell peppers, cruciferous veggies, or leafy greens, you're giving your body the support it truly needs after 50, without compromising on taste, texture, or satisfaction. Remember, food is one of the most powerful tools we have for aging gracefully, energetically, and pain-free. White potatoes have long held a cherished place in our diets. From mashed potatoes at holiday dinners to crispy French fries at weekend gatherings, this starchy vegetable is deeply embedded in culinary traditions across the world. It's affordable, versatile, comforting, and widely regarded as a vegetable. But here's what many people don't realize, especially those over 50. Despite its popularity, the white potato can quietly sabotage your health in ways that become more noticeable and more serious as you age. After the age of 50, our bodies undergo a series of natural but significant changes. Metabolism begins to slow down, which means the body burns calories less efficiently. Muscle mass begins to decline gradually, a condition known as sarcopenia, making it easier to gain fat and harder to maintain strength. blood sugar regulation becomes less precise due to decreasing insulin sensitivity, and inflammation begins to rise subtly across various tissues, from joints to arteries. All of these changes make us more vulnerable to the effects of foods that might have seemed harmless in our younger years. The white potato, unfortunately, is one such food. So what makes white potatoes potentially problematic after 50? The first and most glaring issue is their glycemic index. White potatoes are extremely high on the glycemic scale, which means they are rapidly digested and converted into glucose, causing blood sugar levels to spike. For older adults, this is especially concerning. As we age, our ability to manage blood sugar diminishes. Frequent blood sugar spikes lead to a cascade of health issues. They put pressure on the pancreas to release more insulin. They contribute to insulin resistance, and over time, they increase the risk of type 2 diabetes. Even if you don't have diabetes, these repeated spikes can still promote fatigue, brain fog, mood swings, and weight gain, particularly around the abdomen, where visceral fat can increase the risk of heart disease and stroke. White potatoes are also what we call a naked carb. This means they provide a high amount of carbohydrates with minimal fiber, protein, or fat to slow down digestion or balance blood sugar. In practical terms, eating a plate of white potatoes is almost like consuming white bread or sugar. It floods the bloodstream quickly and then crashes, leaving you hungry again soon after. This can lead to overeating, poor satiety, and persistent cravings for more starchy or sugary foods, creating a vicious cycle that is hard to break. But the concerns don't end there. White potatoes contain natural compounds called glycoalkaloids, including solanine and chaconine, which act as natural pesticides within the plant. In small amounts, these compounds may not cause obvious symptoms, but in sensitive individuals, especially those with autoimmune conditions or chronic inflammation, glycoalkaloids can irritate the gut lining, interfere with nerve signaling, and even trigger joint pain or stiffness. Some people report symptoms such as bloating, nausea, or discomfort after eating white potatoes regularly, and they never connect it to the source because it happens gradually and silently. Another issue is the way white potatoes are typically cooked. They are rarely eaten in their boiled, plain form. Most people consume potatoes fried, mashed with butter and cream, roasted in oil, or baked with cheese, often turning this vegetable into a high-fat, high-calorie comfort food that spikes cholesterol and triglycerides as well. When white potatoes are deep-fried at high temperatures, as in French fries or potato chips, they also produce acrylamide, a potentially carcinogenic substance linked to increased cancer risk when consumed in large amounts over time. If you have arthritis, joint pain, or a sensitivity to nightshades, a group of vegetables that includes potatoes, tomatoes, peppers, and eggplants, white potatoes might also aggravate inflammation. While not everyone reacts this way, those with inflammatory conditions often report increased stiffness or discomfort after eating nightshades. The connection isn't universal, but it's worth exploring if you're experiencing unexplained joint symptoms. Now let's shift to the good news. There are plenty of delicious, satisfying, and health-supportive alternatives to white potatoes that won't sabotage your blood sugar, irritate your gut, or leave you craving more. These alternatives offer better nutritional value, more fiber, and anti-inflammatory benefits that can support your health as you age. One of the best replacements for white potatoes is the sweet potato. Despite their name, sweet potatoes have a lower glycemic index than white potatoes, meaning they raise blood sugar more gradually. They're also rich in beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant that converts to vitamin A in the body and supports eye health, skin integrity, and immune function, all crucial as we get older. Additionally, sweet potatoes are packed with soluble and insoluble fiber, which improves digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, and supports heart health by lowering LDL cholesterol levels. Another excellent choice is cauliflower. Cauliflower can be roasted, mashed, or riced to mimic the texture of potatoes while offering significantly fewer carbs and a wealth of health benefits. It's high in vitamin C, vitamin K, and compounds called glucosinolates, which support the liver's detoxification pathways. Cauliflower also contains choline, a nutrient important for brain function and memory. Particularly valuable as cognitive health becomes a growing concern with age. For a heartier alternative that adds a satisfying texture, consider turnips or parsnips. These root vegetables offer a slightly sweet flavor, lower starch content, and higher levels of fiber than white potatoes. Turnips, in particular, are rich in vitamin C, potassium, and antioxidants, making them great for blood pressure regulation and immune support. When roasted or mashed, they provide a comforting texture with much less impact on blood sugar. If you're looking for even more variety, try butternut squash or pumpkin. These vegetables are not only naturally sweet and creamy when cooked, but they're also loaded with vitamin A, potassium, and anti-inflammatory phytonutrients that help protect against age-related cellular damage. They can be cubed and roasted, blended into soups, or mashed as a satisfying side dish. Don't overlook legume-based options, either. Mashed chickpeas, lentils, or even white beans can be seasoned and served similarly to mashed potatoes, offering a fiber-rich, protein-packed alternative that keeps you full longer, supports muscle preservation, and stabilizes blood sugar levels throughout the day. The key takeaway is this. As you move through your 50s, 60s, and beyond, your food choices matter more than ever. While white potatoes might seem like a harmless side dish, their high glycemic load, low nutrient density, and potential inflammatory effects make them less ideal for aging bodies. Replacing them with more balanced, nutrient-dense vegetables can significantly enhance your energy, digestion, joint comfort, and long-term health. In conclusion, white potatoes may be one of the most deceptively normal foods that could be holding you back. They're not evil, and you don't have to ban them entirely if your body handles them well in moderation. But if you struggle with blood sugar swings, fatigue, weight gain, or chronic inflammation, it may be time to look at your plate more closely. Try swapping them out for sweet potatoes, cauliflower, turnips, or beans, and observe how your body responds. You might be surprised at how much better you feel, with more stable energy, less bloating, clearer thinking, and lighter joints. As we often say, food isn't just fuel, it's your daily medicine. Make every bite count. Eggplant, also known as brinjal or bangan, is a popular vegetable found in many kitchens around the world, especially in South Asian, Mediterranean, and Middle Eastern cuisines. With its deep purple skin and creamy flesh, eggplant is often used in curries, roasted dishes, dips like baba ganoush, and vegetable stir-fries. It's versatile, affordable, and has long been considered a healthy choice. But here's the truth many people don't know. After the age of 50, eating eggplant may silently harm your body more than help it. While it's not dangerous for everyone, for aging adults, especially those dealing with joint pain, digestive issues, fatigue, or brain fog, eggplant may act as a hidden trigger for inflammation, irritation, and nutrient disruption. In this article, we'll uncover why eggplant can become problematic after 50, what symptoms to watch out for, what delicious and safer alternatives you can choose instead. Eggplant belongs to the nightshade family of vegetables, a group that includes tomatoes, potatoes, and green bell peppers. While these vegetables contain some nutrients, they also share a group of naturally occurring chemical compounds called alkaloids, particularly solanine and nicotine-like substances, that can be problematic for older adults. Here's a closer look at how eggplant may negatively affect your health after 50. Solanine is a glycoalkaloid found in the skin and flesh of eggplant. It serves as a natural defense mechanism for the plant, but in the human body, it can be irritating and inflammatory, especially for those with a weakened gut, arthritis, or autoimmune conditions. After 50, the gut lining tends to thin, digestive strength declines, and the immune system becomes more sensitive. Solanine can disrupt the gut barrier and contribute to leaky gut syndrome, trigger inflammatory responses, especially in joints, exacerbate chronic pain, fatigue, and muscle stiffness. Many people with osteoarthritis or rheumatoid arthritis report flare-ups after consuming eggplant and other nightshades. This is not a coincidence. One of the biggest complaints among people over 50 is joint pain in the knees, back, fingers, and hips. While aging itself contributes to wear and tear, Diet plays a crucial role in inflammation levels. Eggplant can act like fuel for the fire in individuals with arthritis, fibromyalgia, sciatica, neuropathy. That's because the alkaloids in eggplant interfere with the enzymes that help regulate inflammation, potentially aggravating pain signals in joints and nerves. Eggplant has a spongy texture that absorbs a lot of oil when cooked, particularly when fried. Dishes like bangan barda, eggplant fritters, or eggplant curry often become oil-heavy, which can lead to indigestion, trigger acid reflux, add excess calories without satisfying nutrients. For people over 50, digestion slows down. High-fat, fried foods, especially oily eggplant, can linger in the stomach, causing bloating, heaviness, and sleep disruption. Although eggplant is low in calories and contains some fiber, it doesn't offer a robust nutrient profile. It's not particularly rich in vitamins or minerals, especially compared to other colorful vegetables like spinach, broccoli, or sweet potatoes. If you're eating eggplant thinking it's a superfood, it may be crowding out more nourishing options from your plate. If you're over 50 and notice any of the following symptoms after eating eggplant, it may be time to eliminate it from your diet. Joint stiffness or swelling, fatigue or brain fog, acid reflux or bloating, skin irritation, sudden headaches, muscle cramps. You might not notice the connection immediately. That's because solanine and alkaloids build up over time. A simple test: avoid eggplant and all nightshades for 3 to 4 weeks. Then reintroduce and see how your body responds. Many are shocked by the difference in energy and pain levels. Now that we've covered the problems, let's move to the solutions. Here are some anti-inflammatory, nutrient-dense alternatives that support your joints, digestion, heart, and brain. Broccoli 1. Broccoli. Broccoli is packed with sulforaphane, a powerful antioxidant that fights inflammation and protects cells from aging. It's also rich in vitamin C for immune strength, vitamin K for bone health, fiber for smooth digestion. You can roast, steam, or stir-fry broccoli to replace eggplant in many recipes. 2. Zucchini. Zucchini is soft, easy to digest, and extremely versatile. It's rich in potassium, vitamin A, and magnesium, all of which are crucial for heart and nerve function. Zucchini doesn't contain harmful alkaloids, making it gentle on the gut and ideal for seniors. Carrot 3. Carrots. Carrots provide color, sweetness, and crunch. They're rich in beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant that supports vision, immune health, and skin repair. Carrots can be roasted, blended into soups, or spiralized into low-carb pasta. Potato 4. Sweet potatoes, not white potatoes. Sweet potatoes are non-nightshades, unlike their white cousins. They're rich in vitamin A, fiber, and complex carbohydrates, which help regulate blood sugar and provide lasting energy. Mashed, baked, or cubed, sweet potatoes are a safe and nutritious replacement for eggplant in most dishes. Mushroom 5. Mushrooms. If you're looking for a similar meaty texture to eggplant, mushrooms are a fantastic alternative. They're rich in B vitamins, selenium, ergothioneine, a rare antioxidant that supports brain health. Grilled portobello mushrooms, sautéed button mushrooms, or shiitake in stews can provide that savory depth without the inflammation risk. Your body changes after 50. Your diet should too. Aging gracefully isn't about cutting everything out of your diet. It's about understanding how certain foods affect your body differently over time. Eggplant might be fine in your 20s or 30s, but after 50, your body's defenses change. Agutlining becomes tina. Inflammation levels increase. Recovery slows down. This means you must choose foods that nourish, heal, and energize, not irritate or inflame. So if you're over 50 and you care about protecting your joints, your digestion, your energy, and your brain, keep watching. You might be surprised to learn what's really hiding in your vegetable drawer and how just a few simple changes can make a world of difference for your long-term health.